Hi, my name is Marcus, and for years I worked at Greenwood Wildlife Sanctuary on the edge of the city. Every morning before sunrise, I walked the trails checking on injured animals, recording their behaviour, and giving names to the ones we rescued. I loved the reserve. The sounds of birds, rivers, and trees became my whole world. The owner trusted me deeply and always reminded me, protect this place and follow the rules exactly. Everything here depends on trust. Even though I loved the work, it could get lonely out there by myself. One day, the owner hired a woman named Alina to work beside me. She was smart, energetic, and curious about everything. Honestly, I was happy not to be alone anymore. I showed her around the reserve, taught her how to care for the animals, and explained all the routines we followed every day. Before leaving one evening, the owner stopped us near a fenced-off building deep inside the sanctuary. He looked serious. There's one restricted section in this reserve, he said. Do not enter it. Some things inside are dangerous, and ignoring that warning could cost you both everything. For weeks, we obeyed the rules. Then one afternoon, while I was down by the checking traps, Alina wandered farther than usual. Near the restricted area, she met a young social media influencer filming videos outside the fence. I remember hearing him laugh when she mentioned the warning. They're just controlling you, he told her. People always exaggerate danger to keep others afraid. If you want freedom, sometimes you have to ignore the rules. By the time I realised where she had gone, it was already too late. She had entered the restricted lab. Inside were rare experimental animals, research equipment, and systems we were never supposed to touch. Alina was excited, taking photos and touching things she had been warned to leave alone. I should have walked away right then, but instead, I followed her inside. That decision changed everything. By morning, emergency sirens were screaming across the sanctuary. Red lights flashed everywhere. Sensitive systems were damaged, cages had opened, and animals were escaping into unsafe areas. Staff members were running everywhere trying to contain the chaos. I'll never forget the look on his face. He wasn't shouting at first, he just looked disappointed. I trusted you, he said quietly. At that moment, shame hit me harder than fear ever could. The sanctuary that once felt peaceful suddenly felt heavy and dangerous. Because we ignored the warning, Alina and I lost our jobs and were permanently banned from returning. I remember walking toward the exit gates carrying my bags. The warning had been there to protect us. And sometimes doubt sounds convincing right before it destroys something valuable.